Hello, today we're going to be playing a list that I found scrolling through the untap.gg site. This is Orzhov Control. Main win cons in this deck will be your Kaya, the Eternal Wanderer, and Breach the Multiverse, as well as the Wandering Emperor. This is a list that doesn't play any new Lost Caverns of Ixalan cards, but it is still very, very strong. If you are playing this list and you decide to take it up yourself, something I noticed the little bit I've played it so far by myself, I very rarely feel like I am behind. And I think you'll get that same feeling playing the list. I hope you enjoy the games going forward. Remember, if you like the content that I've been producing, please like, comment, and subscribe, or one of them. Any input from you guys honestly helps a lot. But sit back and enjoy the games. All right, we have an ossification, two of our endgame win cons, a wedding announcement, the Eternal Wanderer, and Breach the Multiverse. I wish was something else, but it's not horrible. We're on the play. I'm gonna keep it. We can always draw into better cards, and wedding announcement's really good at getting those extra cards. We'll play the Raffine's Tower first here. Looks like we may be against blue-white control. It is a creature land here. Not really feeling like running our wedding announcement into our opponent, especially when we have only big endgame threats here. Opponent plays an Ironcrag. We're going to wait one more turn. If they decide to do anything on their turn here, no. Now we can pay for Make Disappear, so they have to use a real counter spell if they want to get rid of Wedding Announcement. And they don't care, it seems. Memory Deluge from our opponent. This may be a long one, guys, so please be prepared. We're going to see if we can resolve a Spirited Companion. Woof woof. And then we have Eternal Wanderer next turn if they decide to tap out here. Is there any reason to get blown out by Wandering Emperor? I guess it's not really a blowout. We can ossify it, but that kind of gives them a more value for their card here. No, I want to be able to draw a card off our wedding announcement next turn, so I'm not going to swing here. Opponent has a second Memory Deluge. He's already getting pretty close to, actually, opponent's able to flash back their Deluge already here. We're gonna go to combat, see if we can bait out the Wandering Emperor here, so we can resolve our Eternal Wanderer. Does not seem like our opponent has many answers. Let's see if we can get the Wanderer down. Does not look like it. Another land draw though is pretty good here. Oh, there's the Wanderer. Should come down and make it 2/2, I think. Opponent has Sunset Revelry and Jace. Ooh, insta-mill with the Jace here is interesting. Breach the Multiverse was a card that I was thinking about playing, but if they're a Jace deck, this could be a hard one. We could double ossify their creatures, but it looks like they're just putting up a wall for us here. And we didn't draw the land, which is a little awkward. So we can remove 3 of their creatures, guaranteed their Liliana, their Wandering Emperor dies. Not Liliana. I guess we can only remove 2. As long as they don't have a negate, we should still be fine here. Does this resolve opponent? Yes, okay. We will get rid of your creature. Does this... actually, let's use the laydown arms instead of that. We might need ossification in the future. Opponent doesn't seem to have a negate here. Let's see if we can get rid of the Wandering Emperor. I'm not feeling super comfortable about where we're at. Another Jace or 2 will just kill us. I don't really want to cast this Breach the Multiverse either. So I'm going to pitch it. Don't have any great draws, so we'll get the Companion. Play the land for turn and go to combat. See if we can get another Wandering Emperor here. And we drew the Wandering Emperor ourselves, so we'll probably Wandering Emperor end of their turn. We could also try to breach. Opponent would probably like that. That puts us down to 16 cards, so we would be dead to Jace. I don't think we want to be dead to a singular Jace. Yeah, we'll just go Wandering Emperor here. That's fine. If opponent farewells, we're also in trouble. Sunfall could be worse. It's a 6 mana Sunfall. I mean, a 6 power Sunfall token. Let's... Opponent has Fateful Absence. One way or another, we'll get back behind. Why is that not letting us get behind R? Or not? Oh, it wouldn't let me click on our Wandering Emperor. That was depressing. Alright, that's fine. We have Kaya here. We'll drain our opponent, I think. Actually, yeah, we'll draw 2, actually. Opponent will scry to the top. And we'll cast a Farmhand. Get our last planes out of the deck. We are still dead to 2 Jaces. Looks like our opponent might have them both. We'll make them have it. Jace is a modern a standard Magic card. It's good enough to be being played in Modern Mill too. So it's a very powerful card. It's a good game from our opponent. Alright, welcome back. We're doing a Rank to Mythic series with the Black-White Orzhov Control. Wedding Announcement into Paragon here seems pretty decent. We have 3 mana open. We can do the Obscura Storefront to get a hold of our black mana if need be, but it might look like we're just going to stay with all white. I will keep this hand for now. Opening hand draw was a Sunfall, which means we're going to go get our double white. We don't really need anything for black in the deck. It's mainly for a splash on Kaya and or 7 mana, so, and we were rewarded anyways for drawing the swamp. Cool. Are we gonna be too slow for the deck here? We just gotta survive 2 more turns. These Wandering Emperor tokens should help with that, but they're getting pretty big pretty fast. We kind of need to block this. Do we want to lay the Paragon? Paragon, not really. I kind of want to just clean up after. We don't die to this attack, right? 12, 14, 16? Yeah, we don't die to this attack, so I'm not terribly worried. I'd like to see opponent put even more stuff on the field, like that. It's going to be a huge Sunfall. We'll take our beats for the turn, get rid of the Raptor. Vicious Farmhand is the draw. Clear up this board, nice. And we have Eternal Wanderer next turn for the follow-up. Opponent down to 4 cards in hand, and we see a Watley. Hulking Raptor is a terrifying magic card when that thing resolves, man. He went from having a mana dork to a 5/3 to 2 7/6s in one turn. Let's go with our Eternal Wanderer here. It's gonna. I don't think we'll blink out the Watley. We'll make a 3/3 double striker. Opponent, looking at our wedding announcement, decides that they want to ramp us. That's fine. We'll take a Raffine's Tower. And there's no point in attacking now. Opponent knows that we have the ability to blink their stuff here. Which I think we're going to do exactly that. Play the Farmhand, get down the new wedding announcement. We'll blink their 3/3. And then offer them a trade on their 3/3. Which they do not like. Roar the 5th gains. Creatures you control have tap green, red, or white. Bonehorde Dracosaur. It's a pretty good magic card, which it will never see the light of day on the upkeep again. We will lay our Spirited Companion for turn. Go ahead and go use our nice fetch land here, get a little bit of a padding on our life total. And we can flip this Farmhand end of their turn here, or we can lay the Eiganjo. Considering we do see a Plains in the deck, I don't know if we want to commit so hard to this board from here. We'll keep back the Eiganjo. Also probably should have been attacking with this here. That would have forced a block. It's fine though. Flipping the Farmhand will give us a nice, comfortable life total. Opponent is likely trying to get our board wipe out of our deck. And they get a Eiganjo and a Skullspore Nexus. Alright, so we don't want to blink away Italy. That would be a mistake. And we'll activate this. Alright, so with that draw, opponent should be dead here. We'll blink away their Bonehorde again. We'll activate this. And if we need to, we win with Kaya, but I'm pretty sure we just win in general here. 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. They block this and this. They take 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it should be exactsies. Good game, dinosaurs. Versus control, we have a little bit of a hard time. Versus dinosaurs, that was easy. I felt in control the entire time. This deck really feels like it preys on the weak creature decks of the format. This is not really keepable. This is significantly better, and we'll put back the Breach the Multiverse. I have not been too impressed by this card so far. I know it's a good splash for black, and a lot of decks are playing the big creature decks. But man, this card has not been too impressive for the couple games I've played. Maybe it would have been good in the mill matchup that we played on game 1. And I should have kept it and played it. And maybe got their Jace. But if they had a Jace in hand, I just lost from that. So, I don't know. Maybe I played it the wrong way. Alright. Looks like we're playing a mono red gamer here. If you guys missed it, last video on the channel should have been our mono red list. Which we went really well on. We did a 8-2 series. The deck performs really, really well. It's kind of hard to beat when it pops off. I kind of want to deal with this 3/3 here, and then we'll have Wandering Emperor to deal with whatever they play next. There's nothing to Field of Ruin. And if opponent doesn't have 3 mana, I'm not too worried here. Is this a pump spell on the etching? It is. Right, well, we are down to 9. If we need to here, we can always wedding announcement and eat our own creature with lay down arms. We have a Bloodthirsty Adversary. This is going to be take 3. We will exile away their etching. Another white mana draw here is not bad. We'll get down the Sarah Paragon. Eat their Bloodthirsty. And buff our Sarah Paragon here. Like to get a card we can put into our graveyard. Maybe the Bant fetch land that's in standard that we already have. I think it's Obscura Hideout. That'd be a pretty good draw here. We might have stabilized enough so the opponent can't get through this Paragon. They can get a 5/0, but a 5/2 etching if they have another Monstrous Rage. Opponent bringing out the rope. We will block. Probably get another Monstrous Rage. No? That's fine. We have another. It's probably not the correct draw. Correct play, but we're gonna do it. We got a Lightning Strike out of our opponent's hand, so we basically gained 3 already from our Sarah Paragon. Opponent will likely be drawing and discarding here. Or not. Spirited Companion is a great draw. This will happily run into the blocker of a Charming Scoundrel. And I can't really attack until I get a little bit more of a comfortable life total. Swift Spear from our opponent. We will quite happily put our Spirited Companion in front of the Scoundrel and our Sarah Paragon in front of... Oh, actually... Yeah, I will quite happily do this. Unless they have... They don't even have mana, so they couldn't have anything there. We'll get rid of their Swift Spirit, gain the 2 life. Play another Companion here. Get a land down for turn. And Wedding Announcement should do its thing and get us a little bit ahead here. Opponent showing that they are good at hitting non-lands. We want to keep alive this Wandering Emperor as much as we can. And opponent can't really handle it and scoops it up. We're on our way to Diamond. Alright, we're back for game number 4 here. This is a very tap-heavy hand, but it's not bad and we are on the play. I'm going to keep this. It is getting close to 1 a.m. over here, so it's getting a little harder and harder to find a match. We don't want to draw too many lands out of our... we don't want to draw too many lands, so these fetch lands should be pretty good at thinning our deck here. Looks like we're playing against Gruul. Maybe Angels. What Angel deck? I guess the black splash is for Angel of Wrath, right? I'm going to play the fetch land again here. Fetch land more or less thins our deck more than the Rafine's Tower. I don't really want to draw another land right now like that. There's our Jurassic World lands. These things are so nice. There's the Archangel of Wrath. Luckily we drew an Ossification. Do we care about it right now though is the question. And I think the answer is no. Yeah, I think the answer is no here. I'm going to get the Wedding Announcement down. I'll let them gain 3 life. And we have Sunfall for whatever they do here. Alexa, turn on living room. Okay, opponent decides to flip their Awakens here. We will... I think we're just going to go ahead and ossify their Angel. Targeting our planes. I always forget I need to target a land first. I'll do no attacks here. Eventually we'll be able to get in with the Skyclave. Traxa is a very powerful magic card here. Breach, depopulate. They may be able to just go over us. 3, 6, 7. So if we're just going to get temporary lockdown anyways, I'm going to preserve my life total. Plus temporary lockdown isn't really bad for us. We are okay with them temporary lockdowning and then getting back their Archangel if that's what they choose to do. I have another Atraxa to follow up. We basically just got to get rid of their resources. Opponent may know not to cast anything here. Path of Peril. Do they temporary lockdown as well is the question. We could give them all the cards in the world. I don't think that's a good play, but don't have a whole lot of options here. We could go Sarah Paragon into Spirited Companion, preserve some life, draw another card. I don't hate that play. Paragon doesn't really kill anything though. We'll do that. I could see a Breach the Multiverse from our opponent this turn. Do we want to eat 7? I don't think so. There's our Breach the Multiverse. I think opponent is likely putting a Jace onto the battlefield, which I don't know if we'll be able to beat. Yeah, Jace and Kaya. And we're already at 33 cards. So I think I found our weakness for our deck. Turns out, Breach the Multiverse and Jace is a pretty good combo. And if you can't answer Jace's, you just lose the game. Likely we'll see another Atraxa and Lockdown here. Fairly certain this is over. Yeah. Opponent still has 7 mana. And now has their white mana on top of it. I mean, it's absolutely crazy to think, but technically we could still win this game. Wandering Emperor is kind of how we start that. We want to see our opponent just kind of do nothing. What happened to our, I guess, temporary lockdown? Got it. If this hits the Jace, we lose. Oh, never mind. It's any Planeswalker from the battlefield. So yeah, that's game. Jace is the nightmare for this list, I guess. Alright, we are back with game number 5 of the Road to Rank series with the Orzhov Control list. Quickly learning that Jace is our nightmare card. Other than that, though, we've been doing pretty good. Currently, we're 2-2 with the list. On to game 5 now. I still feel pretty comfortable. Not seeing Thalia here. I never thought I'd be not happy not to see Thalia, but Scarlet's Hive I do not have an answer for right now, so it's kind of terrifying. Opponent has a wedding announcement of their own. They will be very surprised that I will be announcing my wedding twice in a row. If we just keep them off poison counters, we should win the game, right? This Luminarch Aspirant should give them a ton of life too. Does the first poison counter matter in a mono white matchup? I do not think so. They will be very, very surprised to know that I will be announcing my wedding 3 times. Would have liked to see a land draw there too. We will now be making 2 2/2s. I mean 1/1s. And next turn we'll get 2 2s. So their creatures will gain lifelink. That will be a little terrifying. And they'll become theirs are going to become 2/2s as well next turn, it looks like. This is a match for the ages, it looks like. I'm really hoping to draw 2 lands into a Sunfall. That would be the perfect draws. It really feels like we're going to be taking a lot of Infect this turn. Is it worth blocking here? They don't get a creature, so we should go up on creatures, right? We'll just trade down all of ours. We'll get 3 creatures at end step, and they'll become 2/2s. Once again, no land draw, so lay down our 3rd announcement of our wedding. I wonder if we'll get a 4th. Opponent decides they do not like our 3rd announcement and no longer wants to come to our wedding. It's fine, I get it. I didn't want you there anyways. Now opponent can only give us 1 infect this turn unless if they have another way to produce infect. And I am okay with not being at a 3 infect here. Spirited Companion will be a 3/3 good boy. And we did draw the plane, so we get another 3/3 good boy. We can now efficiently block all of their creatures, and we have Sunfall. We will swing with the 2/2, see if they want to trade with their veteran. This is the only time you will get this trade, unless if you have another wedding announcement of your own. And if we need to, because our opponent is so very nice, we have these map tokens that we can try to get our 5th land into. Once again, we can trade very well with all of their tokens here. And do we have a fetch land? Oh, we have the goodest boy though. Let's just do the map tokens. I don't mind the goodest boy, but I need some lands. Opponent would be very pleased to know that there is a Sunfall on top of our library. I hope they are very happy with that one. And we might as well lay down arms. Opponent cannot handle it. They are scared of the token producers. And it was a good game 5. I will see you in the end for the wrap-up. Alright, we are back for the wrap-up. This was the Orzhov Control list that we ended up going 3-2 with today while playing. The couple of matches we lost, we learned one thing and one thing only. Jace is a very hard card to beat for this list. Most of the time, Jace will just be coming down and negative 5ing, and we kind of just lost to it. Every other list we played against that didn't have Jace kind of felt like a cakewalk. So we ended up going on the day 3-2. Our 2 losses were to a blue-white Jace list and a domain Breach the Multiverse list that also played Jace. We just could not keep up with their mill, and they went kind of over the top. A couple notes on this thing. Kaya is a good card, however we did not get to see her very much today. The only time we really did get to see her was on the opponent's field, and man did she put in work against us. Breach the Multiverse, I understand, is a good card. However, I did not want this in my hand once. Every time I had it, I tried to pitch it away. I do not know what I would replace it for. However, maybe like Elspeth might be better in this list. I know at that point we might as well barely not play black and just play mono white, and that's a possibility. But I would suggest if you are trying to pick up this deck yourself, maybe going to another Eternal Wanderer plus Wandering Emperor, or picking up 2 Elspeth, and it might make the list a little better for you. Uh, Anyways, if you guys like the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Happy to hear from you guys and all of the things. And if you made it this far, I appreciate all of your support. You guys are awesome. Have a good night. Thanks again for watching.